It's your boy, Colton Havens, aka Mr. Hype, and I am here with one of my students, Latrice.
Woo, woo.
Latrice.
Hey,
Okay,
hey.
we're going to be talking about how she went from 200 followers to 2,000 in like a day. How she started making sales using free traffic to her own business. Okay, in days. Okay, we're talking days of
Yes.
implementation, taking action, making things happen. So if you're struggling with your TikTok, if you're struggling getting views, if you're struggling getting leads, or those are things you want to optimize and you want to maximize what you're already currently doing in your business, this is the video for you. Make sure you watch until the very end. We're going to give you strategies, tips, tricks, everything that we're implementing right now in real time to make real sales with real people for your business. Okay.
Right.
Latrice, where are you from?
I am from Tallahassee, Florida, the Sunshine State and the capital city. Tallahassee, Tallahassee, Florida. So I'm a Southern girl.
Okay. So do you have family, friends, your mom, you're a mother, so kind of give me a background. You got kids and stuff or?
Yep, born and raised here in Tallahassee, 3 children, 2 adults, and one 10-year-old. She'll be 10 next week. Ready to get her out the house so I can be an empty net. Well, we can be an empty nester. But yeah, I'm an educator. And then I have my tutoring agency where I teach reading comprehension so students can achieve reading mastery in a matter of weeks. And so basically on my TikTok channel and on my Facebook page, that's what I teach for my tutoring agency.
Cool. So you are a tutor teaching people how to read better, comprehend reading.
Yes.
Why did you choose this? Why is this what you do?
Well, I realized that when my oldest son was younger, that education was changing, and it was changing in a way that I was not okay with. And they were basically just using flashcards to teach the children, to teach the students how to read. And I wasn't okay with that because I didn't want him to memorize words. I wanted him to actually know how to spell each word. And I noticed that when I would ask him to spell a word, he wouldn't know how to spell the word because they were doing it through flashcards. So I came up with a method to teach him how to read, spell words using a systematic phonics instruction. And so it became phonics to comprehension. Now I'm in education, and like I've been getting results.
Good.
So.
Okay, cool. So tell me what did you change in reading? So where did you see this problem occur? Like, can you tell me about the first time you actually got a client and they started paying you for this tutoring that you did, the first one you ever did?
Well, the first student that I had was about 8 years ago. He was on the spectrum. So he was on the spectrum. He had every disorder the doctor could put on a piece of paper. He had it. So he had ADHD. He had auditory processing. He was on the spec. He was autistic. It was a lot. And so when he came into my classroom, his mom said, "Oh, he will not be able to do this. He's already been retained. He won't be able to do this." And I'm like, and I don't want to say his name. I was like, "Nah, I think I can work with him." So with consistency, with pulling him into small group and working with him every single day, I was able to get him from reading on the first grade level to third grade level, which is the grade that he was in. And his mom was like, "Okay, will you tutor him?" And I was like, "Of course." And I tutored him 3 days a week, and he literally passed in the state of Florida, if they don't pass their third grade assessment, they'll be retained. He passed his assessment and went to fourth grade. And so now he's thriving and he's doing well, and I'm so proud of him. So yeah, he was my first student.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, yeah, cool. So that's kind of like how the just natural occurrence of what you are good at, you kind of just, so you're naturally a good teacher, is what it comes down to. I'm sure that's not all natural. How long have you been teaching for?
Oh, I've been doing this well over a decade. So
Okay.
yeah, since 2010.
Yeah, so you've dealt with the shitheads, the ones that try hard, the ones that don't do anything, the ones that excuses, right? You've seen all of the spectrum of
Honey, I have seen it all.
that's awesome.
I even had one who said the dog literally ate his homework. So I was like, "Oh, okay, great, 0."
I believe it, dude. I believe it. I thought it was an excuse until you got a dog that chews stuff up.
Literally right.
Literally will do that. So So okay, this is cool. I like the flow. So tell me, what part of you? Why did you choose TikTok as a way to get more students like this to pay you for more tutoring? When was that an aha moment of like, hey, I just need to get more people. I want to kind of scale this that I'm doing here and help more students. Can you tell me that story of when you realized, hey, I need to get out there. I got to get out of my zone. I need to start making videos, and kind of tell me that aha moment there, what you were, the pain that you were in, and then what you did to get out of it.
Okay, well, first of all, I was so nervous about even making videos. I knew I wanted to scale. I knew I wanted to take, my business to a higher level. And someone in your program mentioned you, and she was like, I'm going through the program and you will get results. And I'm like, I don't want to make videos. And she said, no, he will make you make a video on day one. I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I don't want to make videos. I'm too shy. No, I'm not going to say shy, but I don't want to get in front of millions. And so I let it go on for months and months and months. And then I continued to see your ad come through about the 100K masterclass. I was like, all right, you know what? Let me just go ahead and sign up for it. Hey, it is what it is. So I knew what I needed to do. I knew I needed to start my TikTok account. So as soon as I signed up for your masterclass, I signed up for TikTok. Like that was my very first time signing up for TikTok. So I signed up for your masterclass. I signed up for TikTok, and I said, okay, hey, it is what it is. I already had a Facebook page, and as soon as we got into the masterclass, and you literally said, all right, this is your homework for today. I was like, oh hell, I actually have to do something. So I started making the videos, and it just became so easy, and it was so smooth. And I was like, it's not as bad as I thought it was. So it was literally a smooth process. Like you literally told me what to do, what to say, the formula to use. I did that. I implemented it. And then I think on the very first video, I became number one using the strategy that you showed me. I ranked number one.
SEO,
I
the
was like,
SEO, the SEO sandwich.
yes. I was like, oh, hey, I can do this. So yeah, that's how that all started out. My pain was, hey, I'm afraid to do it. But once you step out of your comfort zone, and I will tell anyone, once you step out of your comfort zone, everything else is a breeze.
Okay, so we started getting videos posted, and that's like block number one for 99% of people. Okay, now let's move on to the 50% of people that are posting, but not quite getting the results they wanted. Okay, because you were posting and getting, everybody calls this 200 gel, right? I'm in 200 gel all the time. That's what I call it, where all your videos are getting 200 views or less, right?
Right.
So can you explain to me how you got out of this jail of the
Yeah.
200, what happened? Because we had a video, we're going to show you the video here, that kind of took off. We did a part series that I always tell
Yes.
people to do, a part series. We practiced your hooks, speaking
Yes.
your hooks, I remember. So can you give me that journey from you were posting, and then the strategy call, and then what we implemented from that, and then the results of all that?
Yes. So I was in the 200 jail for a couple of weeks. Once we had our strategy call, I appreciate you for that. So once we had our strategy call, you literally broke everything down for me and said, okay, Latrice, this is what you need to do. Start a part series. And I was like, dang, what do I start my part series on? Okay, I know I can get kids to read, da 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 da. So I started that part series. And for those of you who are listening, I can promise you not. On day one, on my first day, I had literally well over 40,000 views. And I went from 200 to 40,000 views within that one video. So, and I'm driving them to my Facebook group, and I'm getting sales from my ebook. So, doing that part series, doing that part series really, really worked for me. And so I appreciate that. Not to mention that when we were doing the masterclass, I was telling Colton, Colton was like, what is your lead magnet? I said, oh, I have a lead magnet. I have a free ebook. Colton said, absolutely not. You will put a price on it. I don't care if it's $1, you will put a price on it. I'm like, I don't want to put a price on it. I can promise you, people, I put a price on it, people are buying it. So not only am I driving them from TikTok to my Facebook group, they are clicking on that link to that landing page and they are purchasing the ebook. They're leaving their email. So now I have a lead and I have a purchase. So trust the process, people.
That's so cool. Okay, so let's go take a look at this page that we're talking about here. Let's go take a look at your channel real quick. Okay, so this is our channel. So we are at now 2,000 followers. Can you see the channel? Is it up?
Yes.
Okay, so we're at 2,000 followers. Okay, this account is not very old. We just started this. Okay.
Yes.
And when I say just started, I mean being consistent of uploading videos, not from day one when you created the account, from day one where you started posting consistently, right? And that's probably within a month's time of consistent. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Just want to make that clear. So everybody, for you watching, my friends, so we started here. So we did a good video here also, right? So, I mean, right here, these are the first couple videos, 300. These are good videos coming out, views. And then we get into the jail of the 200. This is probably what 90% of all TikTok accounts look like. Not even gonna lie, everybody's right around this price range here, okay? Then this is before our strategy call. She's getting a little bit better. She's gotten some more practice here. This is also still before the strategy call. Where did you implement right after the call? Right here?
Right here. Yep, right here. This is the introduction. Yep.
So everything before this, she did without the call. Okay, so from just the course, and she's uploading videos. Okay, which is important to note because you can't make the small tweaks that we made if you're not already making videos. Okay, so as you kind of progress and you start making videos, you'll see these little tweaks that you can make as you go. That's why I always tell people, just start posting. I don't care what it is. If it's ugly, I don't care. You need to start posting so you can make tweaks. Okay.
All right.
And then she started making some here. These are her SEO videos, probably. Then this is her first part series. So let's take a look at this hook. So you said, teach your preschooler to read in 7 days, part 1. How did you come up with this hook right here?
Well, I did the research and I started looking at, okay, what are people doing to teach their preschooler how to read? I knew that there was a pain point for some of my parents that I've been speaking to. And I don't necessarily teach preschool students, but that was one of the questions that they continued to ask me when I would get on a strategy call with them. And I was like, okay, well, you know what? I can make a video about that. So let me hit their pain point and be able to make that video. So once I did my research and I'm speaking to parents, I was like, all right, I know what I did with my children. Let me go ahead and help the people. So that's how I came up with the hook.
No way. So you're telling me you just listened to your customers?
That's all I did.
Shut up, dude. That's too easy.
I just listened. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. So just listen to the pain points. So that's how she came up with the hook. So tell me about, remember we did our strategy call and I made you practice your hook deliverability.
Yes.
So I made you practice saying this first 3 words. This is a 30
to read in 7 days, part 1.
So this is only a 37-second video also. This is 300 shares, dude.
Yes. I was like, what?
Saves, bro. That's awesome. Okay. So so with this, can you tell me about the process of you just delivering hooks, like you saying this first part and how transformational this is, just practicing that first 3 seconds in your video? Because I know when we did our call, I was like, say it again, say it again, yeah, say it again. And that's not the hook. The hook that we practiced on the call isn't the one you used. So can you explain that to me?
Well, the importance of using a hook, because we know what the pain point is, number one. And when you're saying exactly what it is that they are looking for, it just makes them stay. And because I teach writing, I tell them to always start your writing off with a hook. You have to grab your audience attention. So it's very important that you grab your audience attention. When they click on that video within those first 3 to 5 seconds, you need to be able to say what it is that they are looking for. So if it's teach your preschooler to read in 7 days, they're like, wait, hold up. I have a 3-year-old. Let me listen. And if you say the exact same thing within your series, it will make them continue to watch and save and share. So, and follow. because that's what we want.
That's what we want, that, and
Yeah.
they're gonna buy your stuff. So
Yes.
now let's talk about how you got them to buy your thing. So your website here, you had a website before we talked on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then I took a quick look at your website. So right now people are gonna go here, they click on your website and they can buy this ebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that, $7. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Even here, if you can, I would get rid of all of these except for one thing. So, and I would just push only one. So,
Okay.
that will help you. If you look at your analytics here, I'm sure you have more people come on that just jump off than you do that actually click. So if you
Yes.
get rid of all these other things, and these can all be email follow-ups, then the only click this one, and you're going to have more conversions as well. You'll have even more leads coming in. Okay.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank
So,
you.
yep. So get rid of the options, just one option. Okay.
Okay.
And then they're going to join your Facebook group and they buy this ebook, right?
Yes. And then that's when I get their information, and then they become a lead because I
Cool.
now have their email address.
Cool. Okay. So you're not even getting a lead without them buying. So you got
That's right.
high quality leads. So anybody that does that is going to be a really high quality lead compared to if they were free.
Right.
And it doesn't take as much emails to follow up to upsell them on any of the other programs you have, or maybe your tutoring business. The next step is going to be, hey, jump on a call. Here's the
Yep.
results, case studies, how much for my tutoring.
Oh, well, let me also add, Colton, because I forgot to add this part in. Let me also add that with my email being on my TikTok bio, I have had parents literally email me and say, I would like for you to work with my child in the fall. So not only are they, and these are people that are not even in the Facebook group, they're literally clicking the email and they're saying, hey, I love your content. Can you work with my second grader in the fall? I'm like, hey, let's get on the strategy call.
Yes.
So, and then she even said, I'm a teacher. Can I get one-on-one coaching? I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, that's something else.
Hey,
I was like, what?
yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome.
Yes, yes. I'm so grateful.
You're just getting started.
I am.
So just staying consistent with all this is gonna be, I mean, can literally be life-changing for some people.
Mhm.
I mean, you can create this into an entire, however big you really want to go with it, especially
Mhm.
patient space. So, anything that stands out to you when we were talking about your website that you changed to make sure that you're making sales than what you were doing before?
I created that store and I had a landing page with it. And that was one of the things that we discussed in our strategy call was, even though the website is nice, even though I have a website, it's too many avenues. It's just too much going on. It's too much clicking going on. If you want someone to purchase from you and really see what it is that you are offering, you have to take them to that one page where you want them to stop, and then leave their information and purchase or contact you in that moment. I was like, okay, it makes sense. Keep my little cutesy website, but I need to make some sales. And so I appreciate you for saying that in the strategy call, because it makes sense. Take them to where you want them to be versus having them on a website and clicking for them to find out where they need to be. So, and it all made sense. And it's, hey, I'm getting results.
Good. That's awesome. So any last thoughts that stand out to you that that somebody needs to hear when it comes to making videos and getting leads and sales to their business that you've
I
learned?
would I would definitely say trust the process. Colton knows what he's talking about. And don't overthink the part series, because believe it or not, and this is just our little secret, I literally did that 7 parts in one day. All I did was change my shirt. I literally I literally did it in one day. I just changed my shirt, came in my office, did one, went outside, did one, sat on the couch. Literally, don't overthink it. Just do it, get it over with. I say come up with a plan, because I'm a planner. Come up with a plan. Think about everything that you want to talk about in your part series. Try your best to keep it under 1 minute. Stick with your hook, grab your audience, and hey, have your back end set up. That is very, very important. Have your back end set up. Other than that, trust the process. Colton knows what he's talking about. He knows.
So what would you tell somebody that's just thinking about joining the master class? They're not sure yet. They're not sure they want to invest $7.
There's nothing to think about. Just do it. There is nothing to think about. Just do it. I thought about it for a couple of weeks and then I just did it. And here I am. So
Yeah.
just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it.
Yeah, with what you got, your lead magnet $7 too. So you probably already made your $7 back, right?
I did. And then I made the amount back that the program actually, that the store actually costs each month. I was like, wait a minute. So now it's free for a month?
Yeah, now you're making money already.
Yes.
Literally
Yes.
making money, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, my hat's off to you. We're gonna have to bring you
Thank
back
you.
a month or two after you keep going, keep implementing what you're doing, and we'll have to bring you back on and see how you're doing. For those of you that are still here, down below, there's a link. Join the 100K view masterclass. You get all the details inside of what we do and how you do it. So you can start posting consistently, getting the views you want, get leads and sales using free organic traffic. All right, my friends, see you on the next video.
All right. Bye, Colton.